Get over here. What you doing? Easy, fella.
Kom eens raak, weet je?
Paga ele? Vai, paga ele. Paga ele?
Weet
Ei,
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Your sibling gets to ride in the stroller and you have to be the designated driver, but then you realize you can just dump them out and take a nap in it yourself. Your roommate hasn't paid their share of the rent, so you start aggressively cleaning the house while making direct eye contact through their window. You decide to go goth, but your kids still haven't reached their emo phase yet. You're 90% wolf, but the belly rubs hit the 10% golden retriever energy just right. Hit that one high note in the shower and then immediately realize you forgot your towel. You realize you can be cute and a biological hazard at the same time. The gourmet chef says the meal is farm to table, but you are the farm and also the table. The waiter tells you the kitchen is closed, but you already have your tie on and a glass of water. The copy-paste function actually works perfectly, and now you have a mini-me to handle all the extra naps. Looks like the car's antenna finally found a signal from the mothership, and these three agents are just waiting for the download to finish. One is on lookout. The intrusive thoughts win and you realize you weren't actually invited to the dinner party, but the steak looks like it needs a new home. They tell you that cats are a liquid, but you accidentally reach your melting point mid-exit. They are not kissing, they are just gossiping about you in low definition. Corgi is currently downloading the latest software update for how to be a diva. If he starts asking for a bedazzled collar and backup dancers, I am blaming. I used to be a fierce hunter, but now I am just a professional snow globe. I have secured the cold fluff and I am not taking questions. Tell them you just opened a bag of treats and the synchronized head tilts begin. Their brain cells are fighting for second place. Realize motherhood is just a lifelong struggle of trying to eat a snack in peace while a tiny version of yourself tries to steal it right out of your mouth. Stay strong, Mom, that apple slice was never truly yours. I have a degree in physics and a minor in poor life choices. The ceiling fan was too mainstream, so I decided to become the oscillating feature. You are trying to enjoy a nap, but your roommate thinks you are a giant lollipop. You decide to have a kid but realize you still haven't figured. Ordered a high-speed racing drone and this is what came in the mail. My pilot looks bored and the aerodynamics are questionable at best. 0 stars for efficiency. You realize the bubbles are just flavored air and you have been bamboozled by a plastic wand. To think my curtains were just decor, but it turns out they are a high-stakes training facility for a tiny furry secret agent. Based on that landing. You decide to join a new friend group because they have the best snacks and a heated blanket. Had a long day of doing absolutely nothing and the nap hits just right. This is peak performance and none of us. The floor is lava, but it is actually frozen and you have no business being out here. Try to play hard to get, but he is already calculating your net worth and your lunch options. Ground level to personal space in record time. You are 5 minutes into a romantic dinner and realize you actually both hate sharing. I was the one doing the shooting today, but it turns out this fox is the one making a getaway with my gear. Catch me if you can, I guess. Supposed to be a majestic creature of the wild, but the head scratches hit just right and you glitch into a house cat. The main character enters the scene and realizes they completely forgot the choreography. The hot dog is literally playing hard to get and you are just a long boy trying to live your best life. This is the canine equivalent of trying to plug in a USB on the first attempt. He is doing his best. You have a meeting with the Shogun at 5 but you move at 0.0002 miles per hour. Slow and steady wins the war. Trying to get my mom's attention while she is deep in a midlife crisis. Spent the last 10 minutes meticulously planning my grand escape into the jungle only to realize realize the doghouse you just evicted the dog from doesn't have central heating and now you have to negotiate for your old spot back. He was headed for the fridge, but it turns out he was just going to the gym to work on his cardio. This little guy is taking his New Year resolution way more seriously than I am. You're trying to touch your toes, but your stomach keeps getting in the way. Same, little buddy, same. To be at the rave by 8, but the traffic on the kitchen counter is absolute chaos. The intrusive thoughts win. Hydration truck is at 10,000 liters, but your thirst is at 10,000,001. The koi pond is basically a giant bowl of forbidden soup and you are just waiting for the waiter to bring the check. realize your entire life has been a lie because you were born a cat instead of a food critic with a pasta budget. Forget to save your progress and the server crashes.